And it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gurley again here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Cousins. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, flipper. Check 26. Hey, no, easy. Two.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ajayi. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 78 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Too little. Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Who draw quarters? 51. South.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, like 25. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. 51, jump. Hey, got it.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and long, it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, 59, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Lynch 50, Lynch 50.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. But it'll be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play fake. Cousins. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, wide open receiver, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Lucky 48. Hey, yo.
Cousins here to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 40 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Yeah, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.